Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back. We're off to go find some more trainers here in this gym. There's somewhere. Yes, there we go. Now I gotta readjust myself. I forgot I had to actually go and heal up in between sessions. So I was just like, I'll just sit around here comfortably. Get myself all situated once more. There we go. Trying to think. Let's see. So, this is a little bit later than usual, as far as when I'm uploading / recording this. But actually, that level 39 is nice. I'll take the win. But Saturday night, the AC into our house got completely destroyed. Thank goodness that was a critical hit, because I wasn't trying to get experience points. But we had to get that replaced. That took a couple days, of course. But they got extremely warm. I think Monday was the worst, where it was like 88 degrees inside the house. And of course it's happening just as we're hitting triple digits for the highs, so well, that's good. Now I gotta go back and heal up. Oh, I can't even leave! I'm trapped! No! How dare they? Trying to hold me in with full walls. I'm gonna have to actually not only switch around, but Pikachu won't even get more experience points. This is the worst. Alright. There we go. I guess I'll just walk past that guy then. That's fine. I wanna go. Oh wait, I forget. I can dig my way out of here. Yes. No. One of the few times I wanna teleport my way out of here and I can't. I know Sabrina's gym you can, only in Gen 1 thing. It's a little bit difficult to get out, I suppose, but I can't dig my way out of this gym. All right, let me go heal up. I'll continue my exciting story next time. And I'm back. Trying to use the shorter paths to use these teleporters, so that way I can get around faster. It's a weird thing to say that walking is much faster than using the little pushing teleporter things, little conveyor belts of death. You really don't move that fast. It's so slow, but you gotta do what you gotta do. There we go. This should be fine. A little Pikachu against the giant Machoke. Alright, we're gonna have to switch you back, because I don't even think you can knock him out. It's questionable. It's like pretty halfway there exactly, so unfortunate, but sometimes that's how it is. Good thing that it was a critical hit, and was basically, had that been just dealt no more damage, Kadabra would have lost that fight. You know, just don't even think about it. Alright, perfect. More battling! So the AC went out. It's very interesting. So we have, in this house we actually have 2 units total. It's a bit of a story as to why that is, but there's a small one that controls this whole office here that I'm in, and then the rest is for the rest of the house. The problem when one of them goes out is that you have to pick and choose your battles on, you know, where you want to be inside the house. So it's like, I do get some cool air, but like when I'm trying to sleep at night, I have to choose, do I want to sleep upstairs where it's going to be unbearably hot, or do I sleep downstairs, which is going to be cooler, but I have Hobbs as a cat who doesn't really believe that I should get 4 or 8 hours of sleep. Says I should pace myself, go for 4 hours. It's what he does best. So I didn't sleep well for the past couple days. Just wasn't something that was gonna happen. But we've got at least new breathable air, so can beat the heat once more. That's all. I don't remember facing all these guys over here. I'm about to find out. Nope. Alright. Good. Excellent. Can't be running out of steam if I've been going around healing myself. But yeah, so there's all that. I've done quite a bit of walking actually for Pokemon Go. I saw somebody within my little area vicinity. They took 4 gyms. Like, just, they were all Blissies too. And I was like, alright. Like, and none of them were... Like, he didn't take the gym that I had, which is fine and dandy. But I was like, well, I can't let you have all 4 and try to get 50 coins that way. So I knocked all 4 of his Pokemon out in one day. I just did it in the morning, woke up at like 4:30. I wasn't getting sleep anyway. So, just knocked them all out. Took about an hour to do the whole thing because... So they put up a new gym like way the crap south of here. Just way out there. It's on a... So it's on like a bicycle path. So it gets people walking there, but most people there aren't doing Pokemon Go. And the other problem is that there's no real way to park and like reach it from the road essentially. You have to get there on foot. So it was interesting. But like I saw it it was up there I think Sunday actually, just this past week. It used to be just a Pokestop and then they upgraded it for some reason into a gym. And I saw it and I was like, I can't really go out there. It's too hot. And I'm like, I have to stick around in case, you know, the AC... You know, in case the AC comes back and I can have freedom once more. But eventually once I knew when it was going to be installed, I was like, right, I can go get that. But he must have been pretty upset losing 4 Blissies in one day, all in the morning. I didn't even bother, like, a lot of them, like, there were other trainers that had dropped off Pokemon, like, after he had put his Blissies there. So I didn't even bother, like, changing their color scheme. I was just like, no, just go for broke. Oops. That was a mistake. Well, that was a mistake. It's fine. We can live with this. It's not like he doesn't need experience points. But yeah, so they're... all the gyms I hit are still red. Other people took them over. So... I'm like, that's what you get for being greedy. You want to take multiple gyms? Like, around in my little area, you're going to get knocked out. It's gonna... That's my theme song there, is you knock them... I'll go knock some people out just to give them their 50 coins, but when it's the greedy people, straight up will wait until they either until they either have another gym and then they lose that, and then I'll go get their other Pokemon, or I'll get the other, or make sure to knock them out, get like all their Pokemon out in one go, so that way it was a waste for them to go and get all the gyms. I'm like, that's more revives and potions you had to use. Sad story. Sad story indeed. I did somehow, like, I managed to accidentally hit one of the wires that's attached to my little speaker system, which is impressive. I'm like, gotta figure out how I've done that and how to readjust the wires again. We don't want to do that often. Luckily it wasn't the biggest deal in the world, but it is of concern. Usually I've never been able to reach that wire before. Yeah, the wire is dangerously close. Gotta reorganize the whole thing. I blame Hobbs. He likes to run around under there, get his tail caught on wires and whatnot. There we go. I should probably be using Slash, but... details. Little details. Hang on here. Whew, do love me a good bottle of water. And of course, the big thing in the news, of course, is the Amazon Sidewalk program thing. Which, realistically, media outlets are only complaining about that just because you're forced into it. If it was optional, they wouldn't really... I should have probably just pressed up, honestly. I'm so used to pressing down to go where I need to go. But realistically, like, they're only complaining just because you're forced into it. You have to actually go through your settings on the Alexa app to opt out of it. Here's the thing, like, it's a very interesting thing, like, the Sidewalk program they've got. It realistically doesn't use that much data, like, unless you're on a meter network. It's not like it's constantly hogging up bandwidth, unlike, you know, everything else that you've got going on. And it connects to all the devices and whatnot. And people are talking about, like, how this could be, you know, a security flaw through your firewalls and whatnot. And I'm sure eventually hackers are going to figure it out. But that's not why I've opted out of it. I'm just double-checking, making sure, yes! We can do the big fight against, surprise, Giovanni here. But, one of the reasons I'm not opting into the Sidewalk thing is that there's no real benefit to it, realistically speaking. In all seriousness, this is Amazon just building a network for whatever step 2 is going to be. This, like, Sidewalk, they've listed the benefits of being part of the Sidewalk program with all your Echo devices and the Ring devices, I guess, as well. Is like, if they're out of range of your Wi-Fi router, then it could be used to still keep it going and connected, as it were. Which, realistically speaking, like, that would have been a good idea back in, like, the 2000s. Here, in this day and age, a pretty decent router, like, you know, is advertised covering 120 feet radius. Realistically, it's 100 feet as a good signal, but my point is like routers are actually, like, pretty darn good. Like, even here, like, so the router that's upstairs is all the way across the house. Like, legitimately, my Echo device over here is about as far as it could possibly be. If I had set up, like, a Ring, like, camera on the front door, that would be closer to the router. That's how ridiculous the setup is. And never once has my Echo, like, had problems staying connected. It's always... Actually, I'm just gonna keep on fighting, because we're in a gym battle anyway. But never once has that disconnected because of range. So I don't need the Sidewalk program for that quote-unquote benefit. And to be honest, if you're having problems with your router not covering your whole house, either your house is too big or your router needs to, you know, needs bigger range, needs to be a stronger thing. The second and I guess third reasons they've listed as the benefits of having the Sidewalk program is you could find lost valuables or pets with a well set up network, which I'm like, those are both kind of extreme cases. Like, it's not like every day you go, oh, I've lost my pet again. Better use Alexa to go find him. And to be fair, I think you would need the Tile products attached to them in order to have a chance of finding them again, so... Like, it's just, you have to spend more money to use that feature. And that's all the benefits. I've listed all the benefits Amazon says of being part of the Sidewalk. And it's like, why? Like, it's clear that this is step 1 for whatever is in the future for Amazon Sidewalk. I'm like, there's no way they would force people to go through this if they weren't planning on building this large network, essentially. Which, to be fair, building an actual network, like with fiber cables and whatnot, is expensive and costly and timely and all that. So it makes more sense to try to just piggyback off of networks that already exist and just use your own devices. That's That's realistically why they're doing it. So they just don't want to spend the money and time to actually make their own networks, and then probably just get sued by somebody, one of the ISPs for doing that. Just because, that's how the world works. So, basically we need to see what step 2 of the sidewalk program is. Woo! Giovanni, not even a problem anymore. So I'm like, why? So, and here's the other reason why I'm not part of opting into sidewalk. I don't have space for that. It's okay. I don't even think it's actually that good. I'll just toss an Awakening. Why not? It's probably not going to be as expensive as getting his move here that I can sell later on, honestly. There we go, TM27. It's Fisher, yeah. Don't need it. Don't need it that badly, honestly. But yeah. Like, so pretty much all the closest neighbors that live next to me that could have Echo devices, their average age is 172. So there's no way they're gonna have, another Amazon device that I could Bluetooth to or share part of the network with, essentially, and build a bridge. Just, it's not gonna happen. And if I was having trouble with being connected to my router, like, it would just make way more sense to just ask my neighbors for their Wi-Fi password and just have it connect up to that, because I can see all of them from here. I think it's like 5 different routers I've seen just being in this little office. Like, it makes way more sense for me to do that rather than just depend upon someone else's Alexa device to get through it. Like, if that was the route I wanted to go through, it doesn't make sense. We actually are making, like, pretty sweet time, actually. So yeah, no, that's my little spiel on sidewalk. There's realistically no incentive to be a part of the program. There just isn't. There's no real reason. Like, if you ask me, it would make way more sense, and I would think this would be the direction they go into, is if you build, like, a community within this network. And what I mean is, like, if someone, they would have to add this feature eventually because it's not a benefit right now, but let's say someone decides to go on vacation, right? And they have, their Ring devices for their security. It would make more sense if it had, like, a vacation mode where if their camera detects movements, outside the front door, it could notify other Alexa devices in the vicinity so that neighbors could be warned of being like, hey, there's movement outside of this person's house and they're not home. So that they could check up on the house and be like, and figure out, is it just somebody delivering off mail or is it somebody actually trying to break in? That would make way more sense to have as part of the sidewalk program. Just try to make a community out of it. But we'll have to see. Like, this network thing has to go somewhere. And clearly they wanted to go somewhere because they would have withdrawn, this idea long ago. Like, it was good. It was, like, when I heard about this months ago, I already was saying, like, this doesn't seem like a good idea. Like, it seems more you just want to build a network rather than give customers benefits. So, we'll see. I'm sure it'll take a couple months to figure out what Amazon actually would like to do with Sidewalk, because there's no reason why you should be a part of it, honestly. Just opt out of it and just wait to see what features come away with that. But I will call it quits here. Surprisingly, we got another battle to go through, and of course it's going to be Gary. Everyone loves Gary, but we'll save it for next time. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, and I will see you later. Take care, everyone.